Hey everybody, it's Charles, your hobby hero. I've got another 25 book submission back from CGC. But before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down in the bottom corner. I do appreciate it. Put out regular content about the hobbies I love the most. So this is not your ordinary submission either. If you're familiar with the channel, before I started pressing and cleaning my own books, I had sent 4 total submissions off to be pressed and cleaned by a professional presser before they were sent to CGC. I have not seen those books in almost a year's time now. The first 2 submissions came back with just a ton of issues. This will be submission number 3, so I'm hoping that we don't have a whole lot on here. These were also submitted, again, like I said, a year ago, so there could have just been some crazy stuff that I did on the submission sheet, some books that really just don't make sense. But I'm anxious to see. There's definitely some big books in here, so let's go ahead and crack it open and see what we've got. Alright, so the first thing I notice is there is a reject box. I can't get it out. So I'm guessing we had a pre-screen on here. I don't know if it was a 9/8 pre-screen. So, man, this thing is packed super tight. I am going to cover the grades until we find out, I guess, if there was a pre-screen or not. What we got here? Oh, okay, cool book. Ninja Turtles Adventures number 1 here. So I'm guessing I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I forgot rejects. So this book, lesson learned on this book. I saw this on the shelf at a local comic shop. I was so excited because I had never seen a spine this clean on a book. Corners were sharp. I was like, there is no way this thing is not a 9.8 candidate. Snagged it right away. But there was a really itty bitty tear right here, and that same spot on the back cover right there was on it as well. So I knew it wasn't going to be a 9.8 at that point. I submitted the book. I thought I had a pre-screen on it. If it came back basically a 9.0 or better, it was going to be still a profitable purchase. Obviously not the 9.8 that I was hoping for. But go ahead and... Okay, 9.0. So it got the minimum possible grade to still be a profitable purchase. But even still, a great looking book. Obviously displays much better than a 9.0. Again, the spine is absolutely perfect on this book. Not a single color breaking spine tick. Corners razor sharp. And again, you really have to, especially in the slab now, you really have to get up in there to see it. So, alright, 9.0 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures number 1. Alright, that's fun. It's been a long time since I bought that particular book. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Dark Avengers number 1. This book has cooled off tremendously. I think when I sent this book, 9/8s were going for $400 or something crazy like that. This is not going to be a 9.8. So there's that. It's got a pretty decent sized spine tick there. Some color rub on the back. Let's see what we got here. 9.4. Yeah, that's probably about right. It's a cool book. If it heats back up again, that'll be nice. Like I said, these books being gone for as long as they have, sometimes that's the trade-off. Probably the biggest reason I started pressing my own book was the guy who was pressing mine doubled his turnaround time. So he went from 4 to 6 weeks to 8 to 12. And I shopped around some other people, and they were even longer than that. So I just decided I am going to do them myself. And no regrets now. Okay. Wonder Woman 1984. I'm guessing this was probably just the 25th book in the submission. This is from the Walmart packs that were there. I did want to get a copy. Again, not a good copy either. Apparently, I see spine ticks all over this. Okay. Oh gosh, 9.4. So I don't know what I had my pre-screen on. This book is barely worth slabbing in a 9.8. It is worth negative monies in a 9.4. I will probably just give this to my daughter. It is a nice cover. 9.4. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not worth cracking to try to get a 9.8 on it. And again, there's a pretty good size spine tick on here. I have no idea what I was thinking when I submitted this book, honestly. Other than maybe I just thought it was a cool cover and deserved to be encased. Kind of like time capsules. You know, CGC's turnaround times are long enough now where you can look back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I thought that was a good idea. Alright, next book up. Okay, this is Amazing Spider-Man 700. Is an Amazing Spider-Man 300 cover homage. This is the second print. I have the first print right here, signed by Stan Lee. I think it's just a great cover here as well. Big Doc Ock fan too. So we've got 9.8. Okay, there we go. I won't say it's the first grade that I expected. Man, that one's got a pretty good size color breaking spine. It's got 2. How'd this thing get a 9.8? I'll try to put a picture up here, show you how substantial those are. I think I definitely, man, they wrap around too. Stole a 9.8 on that one. All right. X-Men on the back. Alright, next book here. Oh, I hope this one's a 9.8. Amazing Spider-Man. It's $3.75. It's just the 90s cover. Man, that looks really clean. A lot of these gimmick covers, I will submit them. If you're a longtime fan of the channel, you'll know that I will pick these up whenever I can. Newsstand on there as well. Just hard to find these in high grades. Again, 9.8 was that what I was hoping for. Oh, 9.6. Still 9.6 in a newsstand for this, and yeah, there's some color breaking spine ticks on the back. Unfortunately, the front looks perfect, but the back has some there. Still a great book on that one. Oh man, some fun stuff in here. Some fun stuff. Let's see what we got next here. Oh, we have a Spider-Man 100. This is the first Iron Spider. I do try to get all of his first costume appearances in a 9.8, and I've got one of them in a 9.8. Again, another one. Those gimmicky 90s covers that are awesome and beautiful at the same time. A very clean copy with a color-breaking spine tick in it. Man. Just unfortunate. It's in the 9.8. I'm probably not OCD enough to care. They do allow some defects. That one does look bigger than I would expect to get a 9.8, but they do allow defects, so maybe just somewhere else it was much cleaner than the average copy. Alright, next book up. Ooh, Infinity Gauntlet. This book I was going to be super sad about. It was a very clean copy, and it wasn't going to be back before the George Perez signing. Obviously, the George Perez signing was canceled. So this is just now a PC copy at this point. And in a 9.8. Very, very nice. Hard to get in a 9.8. That very black spine, but very clean on that one. And there's actually some staining on the back of this. I mean, I guess that could be design. Have to double check. I don't know if you can see it on here or not. No, not really. I feel weird that I'm like grading already graded books here, but I don't know. Some of these books just look a little soft on the submission. I mean, it's good for me, I guess. But like I said, buy the book, not the grade. Okay, this is Spawn number 9. I picked up a ton of these, trying to get a 9.8. This is the first one I will have gotten back of the ones that I purchased. And we got a 9.8. Awesome. Let's see if it's a real 9.8. Yeah, no, that one looks really good. Okay. All right. So far, so good. So we've avoided any like catastrophes similar to the last submission we got back. We've got Dr. Aphra number 1. This book has actually heated up more so since I submitted it. I think I got this one from the Boxed Heroes box. It is not a 9.8 contender. There's like a tear on the bottom here and some color rub. Not a bad looking cotton. Yeah, pretty big spine tick on the front here. 9.4. That's probably generous. Again, I think that book has got some upside on it. I don't know how much upside a 9.4 has, but here's what it is. Alright, we got Marvel Zombies. This is my actual copy that I bought off the wall when this book came out. I gave away most of my Marvel Zombies, but I did keep this one. The Amazing Fantasy 15 homage, Marvel Zombies number 1. I know it's not their first appearance, but it kind of is. They're their first appearance in the Marvel Zombies universe. I don't know if this is a 9.8 contender. Looks pretty clean. Let's see what we got here. 9.6. All right. I will definitely have to check this one out. It's my PC book, and I am a little bit more OCD when it comes to those. If it has a shot at a 9.8, you never know. I might do something crazy and crack it open. Man, that is a really clean 9.6. All right. Next one up. We've got... okay. Look too much here. Ultimate Fallout 4, I'm sure everybody recognizes this one. This is the second print. If you did not know already, I believe there are several copies of this book in this submission. It should be like 7 or 8. I bought all of these off the wall at my LCS. I think I paid like about $75 a piece for all of these. At the time, 9.8s were closing in on like $1,000. They cooled off a little bit, but I do think the book has some room to go up still. But 9.8. Very, very nice. A couple spine stresses, but nothing too crazy. All right, let's see here. All right, we got another one. 9.8. Awesome. Okay, it is not a Ultimate Fallout 4. Oh, okay. We've got Spawn number 311. This is the Chadwick Boseman memorial cover. I just think it was a cool cover when it came out. I don't think there's a ton of value in it. Hopefully it's in a 9.8 though. Okay, good. We got it in a 9.8. Alright. Farland does do some good covers. Go figure. Oh, another Ultimate Fallout 4. We got another... Oh, we got a 9.6. We got a 9.6. We got here. And there's some spine ticks and a little bit of color rub on the back. Looks like at least one spine tick wraps around to the front. But I'm not complaining about a 9.6 either. Alright, we got next here. Oh, another Ultimate Fallout 4, another 9.8. So 3 out of 4 9.8 so far, 1 9.6. Hopefully that's not what's in the reject box. I don't know what would be in the reject box? Because it doesn't seem like I set the parameters very, very high. We got another 9/8. Awesome. So we got, what, 7 books left, looks like. So if you're keeping track of how many I've gone through already, you'll know how many rejects we have. Another 9/8. Awesome. Got here. Another 9/8. 9/6. Big giant spine tick right in the middle. Oh man. But that was really it. So couldn't give that one the pass. CGC. That one was too much. Got books in here with 2 color breaking spine ticks. You're giving 9/8. Another second print. And another 9/8. I've already lost count of how many that is. Was it like 6, 7, 8? I don't know. We got more books. Not. Okay, we got Radiant Black. Number 1. This is cover B. Not nearly as cool as the cover A. And a 9.8 at least. So, great book. They're building that whole hero verse off of that book, so hopefully those number 1s hold some value. I'm surprised I submitted a cover B for anything. Okay, some Invincible. We got an Invincible number 44, first appearance of Anissa. I have this in a 9/6 and a 9/8 with a custom label. This one was already submitted before the custom labels came out for Invincible. This character, already a huge book. I think when she shows up, and especially if they keep the same storyline, this character is going to even blow up even further. And another 9/8. That is awesome. That is a big book. Wrap on this one's messed up a little bit. We got 1 spine tick, but I guess not enough to push it off the 9/8. As generous as they were with this submission, I don't know what I set the prereq requirements for, and 2, I'm kind of curious on why they didn't get there. Okay, another Invincible book, another big book. This is Battle Beast's first appearance. His first cover appearance, honestly, which is like 119, which came way later and way higher print run, sells for a little bit more than this book does. I think that'll change once people kind of figure out what they're looking for. I think I already have one of these in a 9/8. I have another copy that needs to go off to get graded. This one is a 9/4. 9/4. This has got a lot of spine stresses. This is pretty thick cardstock earlier on for the Invincible series. Man, there's a bunch of spine stresses. They don't look like creases. Pretty clean. Does anything break color on the front? There might be like 1 color breaking spine tick on the front. And the eye in the image is kind of smudged up. I don't know if you can see that or not. But at the top of the eye, yeah. I wonder if that had anything to do with it. I don't know if I can clean that up or not. I mean, 9/4 is not bad. Not a 9/8 though. Alright, we got 1 more slab left. Alright, last book is not an Ultimate Fallout 4. We've got, Invincible 110. This is a huge book. This is actually the issue where Anissa takes advantage of Mark. Again, I think if the series takes off and keeps going in that direction, I do think they're going to address this issue. I do not think they're going to admit it because it just has so many more implications in the rest of the series between Eve's relationship and Mark's, the son that comes from it. Like, I don't think they can skip it. And this issue is already one of the biggest issues out of the original 144 series. I think I have a 1 and a 9/8 already that came back with the custom labels. I'm hoping that we have another one here. Oh, nice. Another one here and a 9/8. This one's probably the one from my actual collection. I do have had most of a full run from 144 before the TV show was ever even discussed. I think I started reading around issue 24 or something like that, and I had everything up from there. Not all of them taken care of well. Some of them sat in the back of my car when I was a college student, and they weren't in great condition. I think my actual original copy of 44, the first appearance of Anissa, is just a reader's copy. Like, it is probably the worst condition book out of all the original ones I had, and had like a hole actually worn in the front. So like I said, it probably just rolled around the back of my car for a while. Here's our rejects. It's pretty light. I'm hoping there's only like 1 or 2 books in here, and they didn't just like cram a bunch together. Looks okay. I'm not surprised by the first book I see. This book is notoriously hard to get in a high grade. Web of Spider-Man, #1. Again, I don't know what the prerequisite was on this one. It's certainly not a 9.8 candidate. I mean, I've got 9.4s in here. I've got 9.0, but I don't know if it was... It may have not been set with the pre-screen. Let me see here. Lots of spine stresses. It's peculiar. I got 1, 2 color breaking spine ticks. Let's check out the back. Maybe it's on the back. Back is pretty dirty. Does not look like it was cleaned very well. Even from a dry clean perspective, I don't know how much of it's going to show up on there. Especially like right in here, there's a bunch of dirt on there. So that may be what kept it from getting there. I mean, it's not going to be a 9.8 contender regardless. Yeah, and I mean, this corner up here has actually been dog-eared. Hard to tell on the cream-colored pages, but you get it in the right light, you can see it. So, I don't know, probably like a 8.0, 8.5. So I'm guessing my pre-screen was at least higher than that. Alright, and let's see. Oh, our next one, our last one is... Okay, this is a surprising one. It's Invincible Iron Man, #1, or 7, number 1. This book was... I bought a $50 slab with this in it. I think it was like an 8.5 with a corner crease down here was the only imperfection that I saw on it, which should have pressed out. It's still there. I don't know if I can get it to show up on the camera, but down here, it's creased by about an inch. That, oh yeah, it's on the back still too. That should come out. Yeah, it might be easier to actually see on the back since it's not cream colored. Yeah, you can see it right there, where it's a little bit darker. It's a crease in there. So it didn't come out with the presser. It's probably going to take some humidity to get that out, and I don't think the guy I was sending to uses humidity. I think it's pretty much just a straight dry clean and press. So I still should be able to get a bump out of this one. If you were not aware, this is the first appearance of Riri Williams in this book, and then I think 9 is her first appearance in Armor. So we should get this one cleaned up and resubmitted. It's unfortunate that it didn't get graded, but honestly, I'm glad it didn't get graded with those imperfections still on it, because I have a chance to get those bumped out, get it resubmitted for the best grade that it can get on that particular book. So well, that is it for this submission, guys. We got, I guess, 23 out of 25 books submitted. Pretty soft on the grading for a lot of these books. I think I stole a few 9.8s. Nothing like super egregious. We don't have anything in here with like an entire spine riddled with spine ticks that I got a 9.8. I overall happy with the quality of the grading, and I'm super happy that this book didn't follow suit with the other 2 submissions and get just utterly destroyed in the shipping process. Some fun books here. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite book in the lot was. And until next time, guys, Hobby Hero out.